We are headed to Lake Como. Yay!
As you get closer to Lake Como, the picturesque Italian Alps come into focus, and the train drops you off at the charming Varenna train station. Varenna City Center is about a 10-minute scenic walk downhill towards the lake, but if you have a lot of luggage or are unable to walk, taxis are available at the train station and will take you directly into town. Andrea, our Airbnb host, picked us up and showed us into our incredible apartment with the most beautiful view of the lake. So we enjoyed the view and recharged while having some cocktails and aperitivos. Just steps away from our apartment, we walked over to Riva Garibaldi. The lakeside promenade is a popular spot for dining and is lined with charming cafes, restaurants, and colorful buildings that offer stunning views of Lake Como. So we started at Nelis's bar and tried their popular Hugo Spritz cocktail along with some delicious bruschetta. So Nelis bar was closing, so we walked to Bar Molo, which was just next to it, and got a bottle of wine and some super delicious pizza. Okay, even though we stayed up really late last night, one thing we learned about this visit to Italy is to get up early and beat the crowds. So we were up and off to Bellagio. The walk to the ferry is called the Lover's Walk because of its romantic setting. And to further emphasize the romantic theme, it has a big heart-shaped sculpture that is a great backdrop for photos. The red railing guides you along the scenic route with a vibrant splash of color, making it easy to follow the trail. I have to say, trying to figure out which ferry to take was a little challenging. At least we weren't alone because there were lots of other tourists feeling the same way. Luckily, we made it on to the correct ferry by jumping out of one line and running to get on the right ferry. Taking the ferry from Varenna to Bellagio only takes about 15 minutes, and it's a great way to see more of the lake from a water level vantage point. Did you know that Lake Como is one of the deepest lakes in Europe, with depths exceeding 400 meters or 1,300 feet? Bellagio, often hailed as the Pearl of the Lake, is one of the most famous and popular destinations on Lake Como. As you arrive by ferry, you can see why this glamorous town is so popular. As we began exploring Bellagio, we were greeted by the aroma of freshly brewed espresso and so many beautiful pastries tempting us. So, of course, we had to indulge. As we hadn't done much shopping this trip, we were excited by all the amazing stores and did a lot more than just window shopping. While walking up this beautiful cobblestone street, my mom spotted this dress. While she was trying it on right next door, I had to check out Lavanda del Lago. If you like lavender, you have struck gold because it's filled with all things lavender, from homemade soaps, incense, and teas, making it the perfect place to buy some homecoming gifts. One thing I personally loved was that even though they had fancier designer stores, they also had beautiful Italian-made clothing that I could actually afford. As the main area of Bellagio grew busier, we ventured beyond the crowds, heading up Salita Cappuccini. This was one of the best decisions we made, as it allowed us to discover the hidden beauty of the city. We highly recommend stepping away from the bustling tourist zones to explore Bellagio's quieter corners. It's one of the best ways to truly feel the soul of the city. As we continued our exploration, we discovered this beautiful cemetery. Established in the late 19th century, this peaceful resting place is home to generations of Bellagio's residents. After enjoying hours of sightseeing, it was time for lunch. Take a look at this gorgeous menu, and I have to say, this was our favorite meal while in Italy. We were very lucky to get there right when they opened, because within minutes there was a line out the door.
We're at La Laterina, hopefully I'm saying that right, and we're about to eat some pasta.
This is my favorite food so far in Italy. Lake Como.
Lake
Bellagio.
Como has fire food.
Like, unbelievable. Homemade pasta. Ale Belly, do you approve?
Very much.
Yum.
As it was time to leave Bellagio and return to Varenna, and we wanted to bring back some of this delicious food for my dad, who was resting in bed with a cold. But don't worry, he insisted we go, wanting some peace and quiet to recover. On our return, the ferry made a brief stop in Maggiano. Although we didn't have time to explore, we were so happy that we got to see its beautiful shoreline while floating by on the ferry. One of the advantages of Bellagio is its flat terrain, which makes getting around much easier. The town also features a lakeside promenade that stretches along the waterfront that's perfect for wheelchairs, strollers, and anyone who needs a smooth and accessible walking surface. If you want to see more of our time in Italy, you can check out our Venice vlog, our Giudecca vlog, our Cinque Terre vlog, and our 3 Italian cocktails we made at each location while there. Thank you so much for watching.